when we were in Ethiopia, for example, we went to the part of Ethiopia that is run by Somali clans. For whatever reason, the name of it's not coming to my head right now. It's next to Harar, which is this beautiful ancient old city. And when you go out there, you can tell that like there hasn't been a tourist in this place you are in ever.
Well, I knew you were a right fit when I saw that. It was like you were on some island in like the Pacific where it was a video about people going to war and they would come back like their trophy, their war trophy of victory was they would come back with their enemy's poop, which is fucking badass. That I think is like the funniest shit. To come back and just be like, as a chief, you just pull out a napkin with a turd on it, and be like, well,
it's impressive. It's like the pearl from the clam. You know, it's
absolutely the pearl from the clam. That's such a funny story too. And the worst part about that stuff is you piss people off because they don't want you to come to their country and be like, would you like to hear a funny story from here?
Yeah.
You know, these warriors used to collect their enemy's shit as a trophy to rub it in the other clan. And they'd only fight these wars until like one dude died. That was it. And then it was over. That dude died. Let's look for the shit. Then we're going to have a big fiesta where we bring it. And we're just going to show it off to their friends and family and be like,
our party smells like shit.
Nobody else does that. Why are they embarrassed about it?
Nobody else does that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, I and this is how a lot of people get mad at me, but I understand a lot of this stuff. Like, I totally understand where it's coming from. You guys are having these small scale clan conflicts like every other week for no reason. And maybe a guy dies, maybe they don't. What's the goddamn point? You know, there's no point. You know, this is about some bullshit. There's no land ownership. So you're just kind of like squabbling for squabbler's sake. There's no real reason. They're just doing it, and so they've just come up with a trophy, and that trophy just so happens.
It's like a cool like sign of like they died. They pooped their pants when they died.
Yeah,
and now I've got their death poop. And
I've got your death poop right here. I mean, I could have taken your nose, your ear,
head, or
whatever, but no. And then because of that, you get an arms race.
If you were like a warrior back then, and you had like Crohn's disease,
you'd be king.
Yeah, you'd be king. There's nobody collecting my poop unless you had a Ziploc bag, which they did.
Good fucking luck.
Back then. Yeah, good fucking luck.
Yeah,
I grabbed this shit. Trust me, guys, but it went through my fingers because it was nothing but liquid. Yeah, I would absolutely be king. But
so
I have Crohn's disease, guys. That's not me.
They have a 4-day enema type situation where they eat raw rat to like inspire horrific diarrhea. They call it something like the meal of smoke or something. So imagine like actually harming yourself, like really harming yourself, 4 days of not just eating, but purging everything you can so that, and like, you're going to fight this battle. You're obviously going to be way weaker. You probably could have won if you hadn't done 4 days of fucking fasting, enemaing. And so they do this, and then at the end of it, they fight. And the whole reason for that 4 days was just, if you die, you don't shit. And so it's an arms race now. It's like, you got to find the shit. So they start cutting them open, and they start like going to the tops of the intestines and stuff, just because you got to get it, because it's important. You know?
I didn't realize they were that active for poop hunting. I thought
well, because
they would kill someone
race.
in hope.
Yeah, it originated with the obvious, you shit yourself when you die, and then it just, step by step. I'm not going to shit myself. And then, yes, you goddamn are. And then, just slowly until.
I wonder who the first guy was that was like, he's not doing it. We got to cut him open. We got to get this shit out of there. That's a bold step to make forward. Like, I'm going to mutilate this corpse just to get the shit.
Put this piece of food through his body, his dead body, and
well, there's the island right next to there, Chook. And there, which a bunch of people, even this Christian pastor or something, came and tried to attack me for it, because nobody knows this history anymore, because those Christian pastors fucking taught them everything else and said they couldn't remember it.
Yeah.
But back in the day, when someone died, when a husband died, women would hang their body from the rafters of the house, and the dripping, disgusting stuff that came out of them, they would drink it so they would feel the pain of their dead relative. Imagine.
I wouldn't hate if my family did that, because
I mean, that was the respect.
Yeah, it's like this little like, here's simulating pregnancy. Now you get it. It's like making my family like, this sucked dying. Here.
Yeah.
Follow me very
Nibble
quickly.
a little finger, babe.